What is up, you guys? We are the Mad Pear podcast, and we are back with episode 7. Give me a round of applause. All right, so we are going to start this episode out talking about a lot of cool things. I, at first, am Brad, a.k.a. Big Tusk.
Big Tusk.
This is my co-host, Mark, a.k.a. Slim Denim.
Doing crack on the daily.
All right, we're going to have to cut that out because we don't condone drugs here, kids.
No, we do not. It's not a good thing.
So let's go ahead and get to rolling on this episode.
We got some big things planned, buddy.
What's
first
got some
up?
big things planned. We'll talk about. I know you guys noticed this beautiful thing right here. We did a giveaway. We're going to be talking about that here in the next few minutes, probably towards the end of the episode. We're going to get to this. That's what happens when Tinkerbell touched Shrek with a little wand.
I think we just leave it at that.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to get to this. We will talk about this a little later. This will go to a lucky winner. We'll get into that. But first, let's talk about that trailer for Kong versus Godzilla. How do you feel about it? How does Slim Denim feel about his favorite character becoming pink? What do you think is going on with that?
All right, dog. Listen, shout out to all my Dragon Ball people. The homie just went Super Saiyan Rose. That man is a god now.
It's a good alcohol. Champagne rose. Look at that. That's a beautiful scene.
He is menacing. The man looks beefed. He is on something right there. Like,
you know what's crazy about that, bro? I really feel like they're like beefing. They're like hyping up this villain that like he looks menacing in that picture. But at the same exact time, I almost feel like, how do I put it? Like, I almost feel like he looks so good, but they're going to bitch him so hard in the movie. And it's almost going to be like, because like how scary he looks, like, yo, if Godzilla looks like that and this villain is still wiping him, that's fucking crazy.
Can you Mr. Producer back there, pull up the photo that I have where it's like the 8 images of the
evolution?
Yeah, or this one. Yeah, this one. Look at Scar King, bro. Like, look at Kong up top. Look at Godzilla on the bottom.
Is that a confirmed name for him, though?
Yeah, his name is Scar King.
So Monarch, or Legendary said that's his name.
Yeah. Which I think is, dude, it's menacing in its own way. I'm pretty sure they'll give us backstory to it in some way. But, like, look at Kong, right? Homie is juiced. He's looking good. Obviously, he's aged. He looks way bigger, right?
No, he's definitely. They did confirm that they both grew. But Scar King's still bigger.
And the thing is like you look at Godzilla. I'm definitely feeling that they're going with Space Godzilla. I feel like they're gonna pull it some way, and it's not gonna agree with me. But like, you remember when back in 2014 we got told we're gonna get a Godzilla movie, and it was like, oh damn, that design is cool. But like that's as far as it went. And then we got Kong Skull Island, and we got that image of Kong in the background. It's like, wow, he looks beefed. You look right there, and you look at Scar King, bro. Dude, He's huge. That one frame alone, he is menacing, bro.
I mean, think about it. To put it in perspective, and I just thought about this for a second. We just watched the trailer. When he lands and you see all the other Kongs standing in front of him, those are all full-grown Kongs, and he towered over them.
Or was it the orangutans?
No, those are silverbacks.
Dude,
they were a bunch of Kong species. Because if you notice, you know what's weird? I almost feel like the name of this movie is going to be because those other monkeys are in prison and they have to fight those other monkeys because they're forced to fight because they have red paint.
Yeah,
like a Scar King mark. Because if you looked at Scar King, he had like a red paint, white paint.
And then
see it. Look. Oh, I mean, there's a better picture. It's kind of hard to tell.
And then
I still think there's another Titan running next to them. I think there's 3 of them.
I mean, there's perfect spacing there because like if you look at the spacing on Godzilla's right compared to the space with Kong, I mean, there's perfect spacing for something. But at the same time, they are both mad. Yo, hold on. Look at Godzilla's biceps real quick. Like, homie's got beefed forearms and biceps.
Oh, dude, look at Kong in the suit.
Has Godzilla ever ran?
Yes.
Listen, he has, and I will agree with that. Okay, in this franchise, he's ran very minimal, not like that. But the thing that gets me about that is here's this is gonna bring back to what I was telling you earlier. The reason why I really feel like that is Space Godzilla and not the Godzilla that we know, I think Space Godzilla, and Kong are going to team up to fight the Scar King for whatever he has planned. Maybe it's Shimu, maybe it's Destroya. The only reason I feel like that is because Godzilla, and like you said, it could be evolution, could just be something that he's doing because of what's going on. He's never kept his color like that. It's always been powered up. Do you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
And again, like everybody's saying, Godzilla's been a beefier like animal, and he has been hibernating. I know they said that. I mean, like again, the trailer they could be snaking us either which way we go, and I kind of feel like, to be honest with you, it kind of gives me vibes that because I see a lot of comments, everybody's complaining at how lean he looks and how fast he's running. The way he's moving isn't Godzilla, and his legs even look skinnier. Can we pull that picture back up? His legs even look way skinnier. His legs are definitely skinnier, bro. Because I remember when he was fighting like what are those things called? The big like bug looking thing.
The Mudos.
His legs are massive.
Yeah, but
He's
I mean,
very lean in this.
he was also younger, dude. I hear what you're saying. I definitely still think it's a hibernation evolution thing that he went through. But at the same time, the only reason why I still think like it's him, it's been evolution, is when he was fighting Kong, he was full on like, you know, lizard crawling and charging him, and then he ran at him, and then Kong hit him with the axe, and then he was even running at Mechagodzilla like supercharged. I remember people had a problem with it. Let's not go ahead and bring up the original stuff where this man did like a whole Chinese stand and then like, you know, flying ninja kicked somebody back in the original movies. But
I feel like that's a lot of uneducated people on the franchise itself. I think the people you see are complaining right now are the people that have only watched the new version of it.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I think that's where a lot of that complaining.
Oh, yeah.
Comes from. I think the people that know, like me, you, and any other like actual fan that does homework or at least have seen those movies, that's why I don't really say too much. If you notice, it's a very small like group of people saying that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of feel like that's just a very uneducated people, not in a mean way, not uneducated in a rude way, but uneducated as in like you just don't watch the movies like that. You know what I mean? It's not like a diss. It's just as simple as, oh, I've never seen Godzilla run like that. When is all of a sudden he runs? And it's like, if it's true, when you seen him charge at Ghidorah when it like in the snow, he kind of did have like a slower pace, like light jog, and even when he ran at Mechagodzilla, it was like a light jog. That was a full blown sprint that we just saw, and Kong was. I mean, it's weird, bro. And Kong's fast, and he was like up there with Kong when he would speed. He was actually ahead of Kong, but that also looks like he got ahead of Kong.
Yeah, I mean, also like Kong isn't doing like the normal like gorilla charge on all fours.
No, he's running.
He is running.
That is a grown ass man running.
Like, dude, I don't know, man. There's something about it that's like, I really feel like they're beefing the hell out of our characters right now, because in any instance, comic, whatever, that Space Godzilla has come in, that's the intro to the big space threats, like after Ghidorah, where things get really, really crazy. The only thing that is left before we reach those outer space threats from wherever Ghidorah is from is Destroya. The only thing that makes sense to beef these guys this crazy is Destroya. Like, sure, let's get past Scar King. Maybe we get something.
I heard Scar King's like a new villain. Like, they made him up for this movie.
Yeah. Scar King has like
brand new.
Never existed, because it's always usually been Ghidorah, Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, those guys. Like, it's always been them.
Y'all do me a favor. So I don't know. I don't think I've seen any of these movies. Okay. What's the actual timeline of movies here? Because I know you said 2014, Mark, was when the Godzilla movie came out.
Yeah, so 2014 was the first Godzilla movie, and then it went King of the Monsters.
You can see the dates right there, my boy.
But the thing is...
Well, hold on. You're missing between 2014 and 2019. 2017 is when Kong Skull Island came out.
The thing is, though, is Legacy of Monsters... Yeah, right there with Kong. Mm-hmm. Legacy of Monsters is both way back in the day in the 1950s when we first found out about Godzilla, and then also present day.
What are you talking about?
The show, Legacy of Monsters.
Where's that at?
Right.
Can you zoom it in, please?
Right above the New Empire one, right down there, where Godzilla's looking normal. That is in the 1950s.
No, it's not. That fight is not in the 1950s.
No. Dude, Monarch Legacy of Monsters, the TV show? The TV show, it takes place both in the past, in the 50s, and the present day.
You got to remember that. Okay, where are you looking at? I may be looking at the wrong thing. Oh, okay, I see. At the bottom.
Yeah.
I was looking at Godzilla, King of the Monsters. You were saying Legacy of Monsters. Okay.
Yeah, no. So, timeline-wise.
I've seen that because they show an atom bomb back in World War I or II. They built the bomb, but it was actually to take him out.
Yeah, so timeline-wise, for movies in release order, it would be 2014, then you had King of the Monsters, you had Skull Island.
Actually, technically, it'd be Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
Kong Skull Island, bits and pieces of the Monarch Legacy. 2014 Godzilla, King of Monsters, Kong versus Godzilla,
and then
it would be whatever new versions of Legacy of Monsters would take place now, and then you got new Empire.
There is an image out there from the TV show that I've seen, and it makes me question a lot, which is why, again, I'm lacking and I need to watch the TV show. You remember how in at the end of Kong Skull Island, it showed Godzilla and Kong, and that was like our hint that they're going to fight, and then we got that? There are murals somewhere within that show where it shows Godzilla with wings. The only Godzilla with wings is Destroyer.
That doesn't make any sense.
Again, that's why I have to watch the show because...
No. That's not Destroyer. I know what you're talking about. It looks like a dragon, right? One-headed dragon. It has like a spiked tail.
Yeah.
That's Shimu.
Fair enough.
That's the ice monster thing. But here's the crazy part about that. In that trailer, it shows somewhere. It shows like a brief second. You see like a crystal spike hit the ground. I think that's Shimu's tail.
Could be. I mean, wasn't it like yellow-orange, more orange?
Yeah, it was weird looking. It was definitely some kind of weapon or something. It was a Titan that did it.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if, right? Like, Scar King is like he's got weapons that we just don't know about, like that bone thing on him.
I don't think he has weapons we don't know about. I just think he just has like he's just built different, or there's just.
I mean,
like
dude's definitely built different because you saw in the trailer, where like there's that bloody handprint. He's
huge.
That is massive, bro. Way bigger than Kong. Like that is giant.
I wonder if that is outside of Middle Earth, or inside Middle Earth.
Oh, that's definitely inside because remember, Monarch is on the inside.
Yeah, but they're also outside monitoring Godzilla.
Well, no. The lady that was there, now she's got short hair and she's like, that's not Kong. Mm-hmm. That's the same lady that was with the little deaf girl from.
I know that.
So that handprint I think is in Middle Earth because you got to think at the end of Godzilla versus Kong, they just had that tiny little setup.
You know what I'm wondering? Something hurt him to make him bleed.
Is that okay? That was Scar King's handprint.
What if that? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. What made him bleed? I wonder if. I don't know how to put it.
I don't think that's his blood. I think that's someone else's blood, and he's just leaving that as like he's marking his territory.
No, I think because if you look at the hand, you can see where he drug himself over, and there's blood against the other side too, like a smear.
Yeah, but like, what if homie just like pieced somebody?
Well, hold on. What if they're like, that's not Kong? They heard something going on, like that's not Kong. Come to find out, Kong and him fought, and that he hit him with the axe and it hurt him.
Could be because in the trailer,
and that's when they find Kong, and that's where he gets his glove because they see his arms hurt.
Solid theory because halfway through the trailer, dude has his axe, and then it's just
all of a sudden gone, and you can clearly see
he's got that gauntlet and shit.
I mean, there is a possibility. I mean, this is like a really big stretch that they made it to where he has his axe. You just didn't see it in the trailer because they didn't want you to see it. That glove makes it where the axe comes back to him.
I mean,
like it has some kind of electro thing that kind of like connects to Godzilla's like shit.
I mean, it would be cool, but I feel like the one thing that pissed off a lot of people with Godzilla versus Kong as to compared to Godzilla and Kong right now is we know Kong has abilities outside of just immense strength and he's really smart.
You're not going to take this from me because I'm the one who came up with this.
No. I was, credit to you for it. It's just like he's lacking his powers.
No, I'm saying that was something I was talking about. That glove could be his way into them giving him his electrical powers.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean by like they're beefing these guys he's bad.
He's literally just the Animal Kingdom's Thor.
I mean, yeah, dude, literally just getting older with age.
Dude, he's got the what is that, Stormbreaker? He's got the aging makes him stronger. Now he's gonna have electrical powers.
I mean, dude, it's just you really gotta think, man. Like, on the one hand, like we're going really deep in it because we know these characters, like we know like the lore of this stuff, but like. What if we're like just way overthinking, getting our hopes up, and like Scar King like really is this bad of a villain, and like he just requires all of this?
Well, that's the beauty of imagination, man, and being able to just kind of run wild until the movie comes out, because no one's ever gonna know.
Not until that movie releases.
The simple fact that like, because I remember when Godzilla versus Kong came out, like the simple fact that like that was pretty cut dry. You can kind of pretty much figure it out. They kind of threw in a little curveball with Mechagodzilla, and that to me was kind of dumb if it did it a little early.
Yeah, it was way too last second.
But you know what else I do think? This is like super off topic, but it does have something to do with Kong. That glove could be their way into introducing. Now that they figured out how to build a glove for Kong like that, whatever it's for, and it's a mech hand, obviously.
Yeah.
There is a villain / human savior that they build that's like a Titan robot.
Yeah.
And I think that that's going to be like an insinuation that we can build things big enough for Kong to wear. Why don't we make a suit for like almost like what's that movie called? Pacific Rim? Because I also heard they're going to do a crossover with that.
I heard it was rumored that there could be right? Because like the first Pacific Rim was so dope, and it actually got way more money than a lot of people were expecting. And the second one was trash, and they've tried doing animes here and there, and it hasn't really panned out. It would be really dope if like that was like a whole thing that happened.
I think the timelines would be too messed up.
Oh no,
two total different worlds.
Like that's like out
honest,
there.
And let's be honest, those Titans would get like wiped by like Godzilla and stuff like that. If like Godzilla would have done, first of all, it's like a portal though. I don't think that would make sense.
I mean,
I do think they're gonna make a Pacific Rim start Jaeger. I guess that would be the name for it. Jaeger. And that's what I'm saying. There is a Jaeger type robot inside of the Godzilla universe already. I just don't know the name of it.
I know what you're talking about.
It has like a weird pointy head. It almost looks like the Joker on like a card.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're gonna work their way into with the robotic hand. If anything,
it would be cool because again, like going back to like the original stuff from like 70s and 80s, you had Mechagodzilla, you had Mecha Ghidorah, you had like Mecha Mothra. I think like there was really crazy mechs that they made, and it was getting way out of hand. But like, I definitely do think like we're getting somewhere to the point where Monarch is realizing like, okay, Mecha Godzilla was bad. That was obviously a bad thing.
I don't think it was a bad thing. I just think that they kind of copped out by making it basically Ghidorah. That didn't make any sense.
They basically pulled a Transformers 5 where it's, here's Galvatron. It's just Megatron. Like we didn't already know that. That's what they pulled with that right there.
Can you pull up that picture real quick of them running together, please? All right. So, first of all, he's got Thanos' gauntlet on. Look at Kong's face in the top.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, like, dude is like menacingly like smirking, bro. Like he's ready for the smoke.
It's almost like Godzilla show. He's like, "Oh, you guys are in trouble now." And I got my boy. Me and my boy about to pull up.
It's wild, bro.
I'm trying to look inside the corner, bro. Because remember last time, if you pay attention, like you could see where they edited something.
Yeah.
I really feel like there's gonna be. Dude, they made too much room, bro. There's another Titan there.
No, for sure. I completely agree because there I go again with the for sure.
For sure, but no, I'm telling you, there's another Titan.
Yeah, no, just look at the amount of space, right? Even when Kong stands up and he starts running, look at the amount of space on his side compared to Godzilla.
To cut you off. Look at Godzilla's hand and look at Kong's arm. Is that not blue like light bars, almost like a power up?
What are you talking about?
Look at Godzilla's fingers, and look on Kong's forearm. Does that not look like a bar of lights, almost like it's fully charged?
I just think I mean, are you talking about like on the crystal? Because on the crystal there's blue.
No. Look at Godzilla's fingers over Kong's forearm elbow.
Yeah.
The robotic arm.
Yeah.
Does it not look like there's like a bar of like fully juiced? Looks like 1, 2, like a battery, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like blue lights.
Yeah, but I think that's just a battery, like for the arm. Again, anything that you said, like with the whole axe coming back to him or something, like some form of like magnetism or some shit, I definitely feel like that gauntlet has some sort of a power source, and maybe it runs off of Godzilla's energy or something. Like, I definitely don't think it's just there for reinforcement, because if Scar King is as big and bad as they're making him out to be, just a regular metal gauntlet, that would be garbage.
It could be like for like when he punches, you know.
So I did a little research because you said that there was a humanoid robot in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I found a picture.
Yeah, it's very ugly.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, yeah.
That's every principal in middle school.
Jet Jaguar was the name.
Is it Jaguar or Jaeger?
Well, Jaeger's is just a Pacific Rim thing.
Well, yeah, but I feel like
Jet Jaguar.
I'll bet money if you play that in a thing or watch the movie, they say Jaeger.
You're probably right, but
because I think Jaeger is a name for a giant robot. Like a mechanism that someone controls. But hold on, real quick. Pull up the picture of Kong and Godzilla running in, please.
Okay.
Real quick, I'm looking at these cameras. All you guys in the comments, we personally feel like there's another Titan running with them. Spider-Man did it to us. They made Tom Holland land in. The commercial showed he was by himself. And they ended up being Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Spider-Man landed with him. It was pretty obvious. I feel like this is the same situation. I think another Titan's running with them. I think it's either A, going to be the regular Godzilla, and that's Space Godzilla in the middle, or B, it's another Titan such as maybe Mothra returns, or another type of big name Titan. Maybe even what's that turtle's name? Gamera.
Like, I wouldn't put it past a whole Mothra coming back thing, because again, whenever Mothra's like essence attaches to Godzilla, it's to help him. But at the same time, like, her essence is always there.
Well, hold on. So, everybody in the comments, y'all tell us what y'all think it is. Do you think it's just them running together? Or do you guys think that it's potentially, it's just a coincidence? I personally think they're going to put another Titan there. I think we got fooled. I think there's something else going on in that scene, and they just edited it out so we couldn't see it. Y'all let us know what y'all think.
I definitely think there's someone else there, bro. There's way too much room.
There's too much room. Two big Titans, come on. You would have shouldered them out, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely think you would have shouldered them out. That's a lot of space for, and we know those Titans ain't tiny neither.
No, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, Middle Earth is, obviously there's two halves, because we saw that in Kong versus Godzilla. There's two halves, but on top of that, like, Middle Earth has to be insanely massive for us to see where they were tracking Kong, obviously the stuff in Kong versus Godzilla, and then here and now, and then at the end of the trailer, they're fighting in some, like, giant crystal, like, cavern, bro. Bro, that shit's got to be massive to house them and have those crystals taller than them. That's got to be some hell of a freaking place, bro. Like, what if that's where, like, all the, like, ancient energies come from?
I think that's exactly what it is. I think where they're at, I think they're invading Scar King's home, because he's obviously got some kind of power.
Yeah.
And I think that's where he gets it.
Even in the teaser, you saw him sitting on that throne, and there's, like, lava and shit behind him.
Mm-hmm. And wherever they're at, you like see, like, a red tint on Godzilla's face when he's running, like there's, like, something next to him. I don't know. We'll never know until the movie comes out. I'm pretty stoked about it.
No, for sure, man.
There you go.
Gotta get it in there. But, no, like, honestly, because you gotta think, man, whether that's actual Space Godzilla or it's ours, and, like, he did some weird Ghidorah energy absorption thing, and he's, like, Space Godzilla now. Dude, they're just beefing our boys massively. And you don't do that unless, one, you have created Scar King, which this is a movie original character for those that don't know. Dude obviously, like, has never existed before.
Oh, yeah, this is his first. This is Scar King's first appearance, and I don't think he's gonna die neither. I think he's gonna be suppressed, and they're gonna go into another movie with him.
I don't
think they're gonna kill him off.
For all intensive purposes, maybe, because unless it's been some shit like the Mutos, even in King of the Monsters, outside of Rodan and Mothra, but Mothra's a good Titan, we never have seen Titans actually die outside of the Mutos and then
that's a lie.
Rodan. Well, I mean,
so this man didn't just melt King Ghidorah?
No. I'm saying, like, obviously Ghidorah was bad, but Ghidorah's not like a Earth Titan. My bad for not clarifying.
Hold on. I mean, let's say clarify this. Remember in Kong versus Godzilla showed Kong fighting. Oh, and also Skullcrawlers got killed. If you watch Kong versus Godzilla, in the very beginning when they're showing their things that says defeated, it's showing Godzilla the things he's defeated as in, like, he killed them. Yeah,
I'm just saying, like,
were they just saying defeated as in they just bow down to him? But I don't know. It looked like they're saying kill him.
Well, it could have been both. Obviously, more leaning towards, Godzilla's killed him. But, like, what I'm saying is we've never seen main movie Titans outside of the ones that we know are big name Titans get killed. So, like, in the first movie, the Mutos, obviously they had to go. King of the Monsters, Ghidorah and Rodan, those were the bad ones. They had to go. Skull Island, we knew about Skullcrawlers. Those had to go. Those were the big name bad guys. If this is Scar King's first iteration because it's a movie original character, going off of what happened at the end of Kong versus Godzilla, I don't think Scar King is going to die. Yeah,
no,
because that's definitely there. I don't think he's gonna die. I definitely think there's something worse out there. The only thing left on Earth to be worse out there,
Shimu.
Yeah, but also, dude.
Well, okay.
I'm still on Destroya, man.
You got to specify that because there's worse on Earth and then it's natural, and there's worse on Earth that was an accident. Because Destroya, if you remember his lore, he's an accident. He wasn't supposed to happen. He is a bunch of organisms that live in the bottom of the ocean that when the oxygen
bomb, yeah.
They all somehow something happens and they all form together and then create Destroya, and then that's why he gets the chest beam that takes oxygen out of the air when he shoots it at you.
Yeah.
And then you got Shimu, which is a natural Titan. It just I think Shimu's just being introduced now. He's huge.
Which that would make sense, right? Whether it's Space Godzilla that's been here and we just never knew, or it's our Godzilla just transformed with space energy, would make sense. Because remember, the oxygen bomb messed up Godzilla so bad to the point where they needed to overcharge him, and he was melting things as he walked. And Ghidorah was never affected because he's not of Earth. He could breathe in outer space. It would make sense if at some point we are getting closer to Destroya, so that way Space Godzilla, if he ever tried using that beam, the only one that would be affected would be Kong, not Godzilla. Assuming they continue the whole team up route going forward.
I think they're gonna veer away from that. To be honest, I hope at least.
I mean, yeah, but there's also like if you look at how things are, like the originals and stuff, there was the giant like Titan War movies, and it was always Mothra, Godzilla, Gamera, and Kong on occasion teaming up. Like it was always them against the real bad Titans.
So it's like a monster Justice League?
No, not necessarily. It's more like a Secret Wars for Marvel. If anybody knows what that is, if you've ever seen it, Secret Wars basically when they take like the Titans that are technically good Titans and they fight the more devastating Titans.
Yeah.
The more like what's that like feral Titans that are like really like animals, like they really just don't care, like Rodan, Ghidorah, and all that. And then you take like Godzilla, he's more of like a level-headed. He's there to protect. Kong's obviously there to protect. All those people like team up and just. Yo, what's that one Titan's name that's like a lion? I'm pretty sure it carries a sword.
I know what you're talking about, but it's like so far out, man.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you know the name of it?
No. Dude.
That's going to bother me.
Would.
Hold on, let me look it up. You say whatever you're going to say. I'm going to look it up because I got to think of the name.
It would be really cool, like genuinely. And like, again.
Caesar. His name's Caesar. I didn't have to look it up. His name's Caesar. The cat thing?
Yeah.
It's like almost like a human.
Yeah.
It's a god. It's from outer space.
Again, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the outer space Titans get crazier and crazier and crazier. And they only get more devastating. Like, everyone thinks, oh my God, Ghidorah was destructive. Like, that was crazy. He almost killed Godzilla. Dude, yeah, that thing right there.
Yep.
Like,
well, he looks a little different when he's fighting in other movies. He's like actually stands like a human.
Yeah, but like, dude, the space Titans get crazy. And the thing is they all come from a certain planet out in the universe. The only issue is going forward, things would get crazier if we touch more on the outer space Titans, because eventually what ends up happening is, regardless of how everyone feels about Kong being Kong, right? Like, Kong will always stay on Earth. Godzilla has the ability to constantly evolve and get stronger and better and be a better version of its prior self. Eventually, there is a point in time where Godzilla just becomes like life essence itself, and like you can't kill Godzilla anymore. Like, that's the problem. I don't think
they're going to take that route with this movie. I think this movie is going to take a whole different route.
I really hope it does, because dude, the space stuff gets eventually like way too crazy. I would like for it to be crazy, but like possible Earth crazy.
I think they're going to make it to the point where like they're both going to end up getting killed off. I think that's why they're introducing Baby Kong, to be honest.
I mean, it would make sense with the whole rumored Son of Kong thing from a few months back.
I don't think that was a rumor at all. I think that was legit, because obviously they just showed it.
Yeah.
It's Diddy Kong, right?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's what that is, right?
Diddy Kong?
Yeah, Diddy
that's
Kong.
Donkey Kong's like little brother or son or something.
No. His name is Son of Kong.
So Diddy.
Sure, I guess.
I mean,
all right, so hold on real quick. We're getting to that point. We did start a new segment, guys. Take us away, Slim Denim.
Life lessons with Brad,
AKA
Big Tusk.
All right. So here's a life lesson. Some people are going through college, and there's one thing you need to know when going through college and finishing out high school. It is nothing to be ashamed of to not know. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. You know, some people get in their careers right away. Some people take some time to get in their careers. But if you're in a point in your life where you don't know what you want to do yet, and you're at that point in your life where it's like, hey, I need to figure this out, there's nothing wrong with it. Personal advice from me, if you don't know what career you want to take yet, I would say don't go to college yet. I would wait until you know what you want to do to go to college, because at the end of the day, if you go to college not knowing what career path you want to take, you're only wasting money, and more importantly, you're wasting your time. Money can be earned at any moment. Time, once it's spent, it's gone forever. You'll never get it back. So at the end of the day, make sure you know that there's nothing wrong with you. You're not a loser. You just don't know what you want to do with your life yet. You're still figuring life out. So to end that off, be proud of yourself for where you're at. You wake up every day. Thank the good Lord above. Don't feel bad for not knowing where you're going in life. Things will pan out. You'll figure it out one day. Keep that in mind. Moving on to our next thing. Donkey Kong. No, just kidding.
Yo, beat the fucking Super Mario crossover.
So, before we get too deep into this, how did your week go this week? I had a pretty good week myself.
My week's been pretty good. I can't at all complain. Like, You ever get a sense, like, your job, it would be different because you're by yourself pretty much. But, like, you ever just get a sense of a, like, self-accomplishment, like, I just did some shit and, like, I feel proud of myself for it.
Every day, you know, I come in, or I go to work, and I it's hard to say. Ever since we started doing this podcast, I've actually felt kind of, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, I've been kind of getting a little lazy at work. I need to stop doing that. But I'm not going to lie to you. Forgetting about my actual job, I feel self-accomplishment every time I come in here. Every time we come in here and do a recording, I used to hate being on camera. I used to hate it. But now, to be honest with you, it doesn't bother me at all. I know a bunch of people are going to see this. Even if it's not millions, I know enough people are going to see this. At some point, even if it's way down the line, people are going to see this, and I used to hate it. I'm very shy when it comes to, like, you know, cameras. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I feel like I have a little bit of a social awkwardness. I feel like sometimes I have a hard time talking to people. So anybody out there that feels like, you know, they have that too, you're not alone. It happens to everybody. I mean, look, I'm doing it. This right here was hard for me at first, but now it's not. I just think of other things, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you're hanging out with your friend, you meet new people, you get to enjoy yourself. So anything is possible, you put your mind to it. And I love doing this podcast. I feel accomplished every single time I come in here, especially when the views go up more and more again. So nothing is impossible. The sky is the limit. And I'm very proud of what I got going on here. I love the logo. I love the time I spend in here. I always feel accomplished doing the show. Everything just gets blocked out. Any kind of stress, any kind of, like, emotional thing I might be going through at all. Every time I sit down on this here comfortable couch, this here dollar store couch, I am very comfortable, and I love it. Love every time. I love spending time with Mr. Producer back there, spending time with my boy. Have a good time.
No, I definitely feel that. I remember you said it after we were done with episode 1, and it was reiterated after episode 2. It was like, yeah, we were standoffish about doing this at first, and then as time went on, we got more and more comfortable. We really came into our own, and we're still finding ourselves doing this, but, like, it's more natural now, and it's just like you really feel that sense of accomplishment, because it's like a lot of people talk about, how can I make my life better? What can I do to make my life better? And, you know, they'll watch the inspirational videos, they'll go about things, they'll buy self-help books. And hey, you're taking steps if you're at least buying those self-help books. You're doing something. Don't think that the small steps ain't getting you nowhere. That's a small win for you. But, like, looking back after you were like, bro, just think in a few weeks, maybe a month, 2 months, we're going to feel accomplished, whether this takes off anywhere or it doesn't, because we did something with ourselves. We tried, we made that attempt. And, like, looking back now, it's like, yeah, some days at work really get me down. Some days at work, I'm just absolutely dead from unloading trucks all the time. But, like, knowing that at the end of the week, I'm going to be here. Again, you pretty much stated everything. Mr. Producer's a really cool guy. Like, honestly, one hell of a guy. I wish everyone watching, like, could meet him. He's actually really funny.
Actually, just for everybody to know, we will be having our producer come on as a guest here pretty soon, whether he likes it or not.
Oh, no.
But no, for real, he's a great dude. I'm glad that we got to meet him. You know, we fell into the right hands when it comes to taking care of a podcast. We have no clue what we're doing. But, you know, we're learning it. We're figuring out our way. This guy's taking care of us the whole way, so we appreciate him more than he could probably ever know. And we're going to watch the Royal Rumble with him. Well, I am. He'll be at the place, actually, in physical. I won't be. I wish I could. But
if anyone, but what's going on there?
So you jerk?
Oh, well.
They didn't even invite us. Me and him are going to sit here and have sody pop without you on pizza.
If it ever gets to that point where anyone ever recognizes me at all, granted, I don't think it'll happen because Royal Rumble's in, like, what, January, February? But if it ever happens, I'll be out there. I'm going to enjoy myself with WWE stuff and just feel like I was a little kid again, you know? But, dude, being here, you, man, just us, we're bullshitting. Because a lot of people, you grow up, you have your childhood friends, you got your high school friends, you think, dude, we're going to be together for the longest. Pause.
No pause.
And you're right, because I mean, pass go, collect 200. Go to jail even. Drop the soap. It's a good time.
You own this property. Pay up $200 to the landlord.
I can pay you in other ways.
Hello.
I can snake the drain and fix your pipes.
Sir, I do my own plumbing.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Sir, I don't know what order you want. Did you see that video of that dude? He was like, I don't remember what the person at the window said, but then the other dude's like, click, clackety, duck. This is what the fuck I want.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot what the guy on the PA system
said. I don't
said.
know what he says, but it's like he says something similar. It's just fucking. It just caught me off guard because he said Wendy's. It just threw me off. It was funny as hell.
But no, like, legit. that sense of accomplishment coming here and knowing like, hey, bro, we did this, regardless of whether or not it goes anywhere. We actually took those steps to try and better ourselves, better our lives, and get somewhere. Obviously, yeah, everyone whoever famous out there does stuff and they tell you, oh, it's not about the money. In some way, shape, or form, yeah, it's about money. You hope that things would take off. You hope that things go somewhere monetarily so that way your life ain't always a worry. But like the genuine true shit, when you look back at it, bro, it's about the time you're spending with your friends, with your family, if it's something you're doing with family. And so, yeah, it sounds whack as shit and really corny, but like it's about the time spent with friends and the friends you make along the way. Because realistically, without that, where are you going, man?
I mean, check it out. Think about it like this. We're not saying you got to go start a podcast. We're not saying you got to go start a YouTube channel. We ain't saying you got to do anything big to make yourself feel full and accomplished. I'm just saying this is what we chose to do when we were in rough patches before we did this. Nobody, I'm not going to sit here and act like my life was terrible. I had this crappy life. I'm not. I'm your average Joe. He's your average Joe. Your average, regular American. Living the out of high school, American dream. You go get a job and you just try to, live your life. But we found ourselves wanting to do something different. I don't want to work the rest of my life. He doesn't want to work the rest of his life. The thing about it is a lot of people, that's what I was talking about earlier, if you don't know what you want to do yet, that's okay. Just work on what you got going on for the moment and you'll figure it out. Me personally, it's not work if you enjoy doing it. If you love doing what you do, it's not work. And right now, the only time I feel like I'm having a good time, and it's technically a job, is doing this podcast. There's a lot of editing that goes into this. There's all kinds of stuff, but I enjoy doing it. So if you enjoy your job, it's never really work. And what I'm trying to get at is when people think that unless I do something big, it's a problem. It's not. You really don't have to do nothing big. It's as simple as picking up a book and reading a book for the first time on your own, fully through. Not because school made you, not because your parents made you start reading and that. It's simple as, just that's an accomplishment. It's something small. It starts with little things such as one big thing I can vouch for is if you want to have if you have a long day and you want to come home and have a day that you feel accomplished, let's say you didn't get nothing done that day. If you make your bed in the morning and you leave, go about your day, and you come home and you see a clean bed, I guarantee you will start having a better mindset because there's nothing like going out, having a long day at work, stressed out day, and you come home to a nice made bed. You did that. You made that bed that comfortable before you left, and you'll be proud of yourself. The littlest inch of being proud of yourself makes the biggest difference in your mental health. Go read a book, get into the gym, do something interesting for yourself. Go learn a new language. Just figure something out. Just start small and then work your way into something bigger. You might find a niche in yourself that you end up doing something that's even better than what you thought you could ever do. I never thought I could do this. I never thought I could sit in front of a camera and knowing thousands of people could eventually see it. But here I am, and it worked out so far. We're not famous by any means, but we have a good time doing it. I know a bunch of people see this. We look like goofballs. All we are is your average guys hanging out, talking, shooting the shit, having a good time.
Which, by the way, I don't mean to cut you off. Shameless plug here. For everyone that actually is watching, we do see the analytics. There are thousands that do actually watch this. A lot of you aren't subscribed. So if you would and be so kind, we love and appreciate you all. Hit the subscribe button and click the likes, whether you're watching the actual episode or it's one of our shorts. We love you and we thank all of you.
We just want to address, I want to address something real quick because we see the comments. We see, like you said, we see all the views. We see the likes, the people that fly past our page. The one question that I get a lot is, what is our podcast about? And I always try to direct it in the way that, we just try to be funny. We try to be comical. We're not comedians by any means, right? We're not claiming to be comedians. We know there's stuff that we say that isn't funny. You're never going to be something permanently all the time. You know what I mean? But what I can say for 100% fact is that whatever you get out of our show is 100% raw footage down to the bone. Whatever we say is just exactly how we feel and what we think. And the way I see it is there's a lot of people that watch these movies, see these things going on in social media, want to hear, jokes and have a long day at work and want to hear, an uplifting thing. We are the average Joes that come on this show and we give you the average, like, what am I trying to say here? What do you?
It's basically we're everyday people, and I feel like people that watch this connect with everyday people.
Exactly. That's
it's
what
like
I'm trying to. Thank you for
dude, and
I
right
fucked up pretty bad right there.
I mean, dude,
because I was trying to find the right words.
No,
it's
but
just like that.
Like right there proves that we aren't some professional setup. We're by no means, again, like to reiterate what he said, we are in no way comedians. We're not claiming to be that. We are just everyday people that this is what we chose to do. We have been friends for so long. We have bad times. We have good times. But the thing is we know who we are as people. We're just average everyday people. That right there, his little mess up. Sometimes we're like, I'll just look at him and I look like a deer in the headlights. Like, that is the raw footage that you're seeing.
That's the average person. We ain't professionals. You got people like, comedians that make money doing it, and it's a perfect setup. You watch our show, you get every fuck up in the book. We don't change nothing. We were who we are, and we give what I feel like the average person a voice. So the way I see it is we can be a voice for some people that watch these shows or see these movies or these commercials or these subjects that we talk about. And we kind of try to include you guys because the way I think might be one way millions of others thinks. And we can kind of give that opinion across the board. You know what I mean? Like, he might be smarter in some things, like more comics. I don't know that much about comics. I know, of them, but I'm not deep into facts about them.
I would definitely say this man over here is a street smart, life smart kind of a guy. He is a shit with cars, like under the hood, things about job, things about money. Man was giving out dealership hacks last week. Shout out to the old episode. Like, Bradley is definitely a guy he is a life street smart guy. I am someone that is book smart, comic book smart, and like he's more knowledgeable in other things than I am and vice versa. Like, that is how we are. That is the average everyday person thing. Like, we're just doing this to do this and we're seeing where it goes. That is who we are as the Mad Pear podcast. That is us. We're not claiming to be anything other than just two best friends that we're taking that leap to try and better ourselves. And if we impact someone positively along the way, i.e. you, the viewers, then hell, we are doing our, we're doing our like due diligences right there. We're helping make someone's day a little bit better.
Exactly. And again, the point we're trying to make is we just try to give the voiceless a voice. There's a lot of average Joe people that don't get to, have their opinion on a lot of things. And even if it's stupid stuff, like I asked him a question about a comic book, I don't know shit about comic books, but he does. And the question I asked might be a question that hundreds and thousands of you have been waiting to get answered. And now look, now that we got this show going, I asked that question, and your answer finally gets questioned. Your answer gets finally questioned. What the fuck? Your questions finally get answered. See, that's the bullshit. It's the average Joe shit we be talking about.
But I mean, like,
dyslexic as fuck.
Dude, gotta work on that.
Jesus Christ, dude, I'm having a lot of fuck ups this episode. Jesus, what's going on with me?
No, man, but
it's the Coca-Cola.
Dude, it's that old
Listen,
fucking
guys,
recipe.
give me a break. I had a Christmas party today. I didn't have to work. Had a jolly good time. And I'm just feeling a little loose tonight. That's all.
What, pops out a regular show.
Pause.
Jolly good show. Good show.
Jolly good show, sir.
But like,
yeah.
I feel like that's what people are looking for nowadays, man, is the world has become so oversaturated with let's put on this image and let's make
everything's scripted anymore. And I feel like people are getting tired of that. I feel like what we're doing is so different is why it kind of works a little bit, because everything else is scripted. Let's be honest. You guys know it's not a perfect world. Everything you see, you already know is like they edit, they cut things out. They're like my little stutter fuck up that I did. That's going to be in the show.
Oh, dude, that is staying in.
That's going to be a clip, as a matter of fact. We are leaving that in, and I'm going to make fun of myself for it for a very long time. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to call me Stuttering Steve or something like that. And that's okay, because my nickname is Steve.
Nah, it's Bumbling Brad.
Bumbling Brad.
You got to stick with the bees, man.
But no, we just like to have a good time. We feel like you guys finally get to see a show that it's not perfect. We don't have this great glamorous life, such as like some of these other people have, these other podcasts you get to listen to, and we give you like the raw footage of everything you need to see. Nothing's perfect,
You know what I think works out for us even better too is like you look at us, right? Like obviously we got all the mess ups, we got the good times, the serious talks, the stuff that is funny. We're talking about.
We like the giggles though. That's what we shoot for, is the giggles.
Look at us right now. We're doing giveaways, and it's like, who are these guys?
Shh. We're not talking about that yet.
But it's
Giveaway will come last. You guys get ready for it.
It's like
I mean, you already see what it is, but still, you know what? Hey, some people don't.
It's just like we're doing things, man, that like most big people do, and I think that's what makes you and I so different right now. Is again, we're just two best friends. We're doing this, but we're doing things for our small little viewership we got.
Can you get a full body cam on him, please? Why are you sitting like that? When did this transition happen? And what are you wearing?
All right, so listen. Anyone, exactly right there.
But you didn't answer the question. Why are you sitting like that?
One, this actually feels very comfortable because I have support with my foot down there on the ground. I got support right here.
You and your lunch lady shoes.
Oh, hell yeah, dog. Look, hey, Doc Martens are actually expensive. Shout out to people that actually own them. But like this right here, this like
check out my Alexander McQueen's.
Dude, like I feel comfortable right now, man. I feel comfortable.
I mean, hey man, whatever works for you. I ain't hating.
But the whole Paisley fit I got going on right now, it's again, this is average Joe shit. It's the Snoop Dogg collection over at Walmart. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
Fuck it.
Shopping at Wally World. All right, the most expensive thing I have on outside of
one for the little kid.
Like outside of my glasses, bro. Most expensive thing I have on.
You don't have to unbutton your shirt.
No, it's literally just my Dragon Ball shirt. Shout out to Orange Piccolo. Like that's it. That was $35 at Hot Topic. Like that's crazy, but that's the most expensive thing I got on right now. Like this isn't glamorous lifestyle. Like bro, it looks like legit, official like silk something. Like I'm wearing Givenchy. Like nah, bro, I got on Walmart.
I got a what is that? We have Versace suit on with Alexander McQueen's.
Nah,
guys, check it out. All Walmart. Promise you,
bro.
This all costed me about $100. The whole thing.
You know that clip of Woody where he walks out the bathroom? He like clicks his
he does this.
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart.
Like, bro.
Howdy.
Dude, but that's...
Better believe it.
I feel like that's what makes you and I... Yo, hey, what
the fuck is going on? Oh, wow. That's what our show's all about, just fuck-ups and roars, just straight demolition.
I thought you would like that.
We did. We loved it.
No, I genuinely
At first, I didn't know
that.
what the fuck it was. I honestly thought it was a mess up that you accidentally hit play on something. You're back there watching your porno or whatever it was.
Dude, I heard the heavy breathing. I thought Mr. Producer was doing something.
Yeah, I thought he was taking care of himself back there. I didn't know the show was that good. You ain't got to deal with that. Go and get.
Dude, but like, seriously speaking, dog, like, shout outs to you, dude. Like, honestly, like, friend,
me?
Yeah, you, friend to friend, man. Like, legit. This was again, like, it's something we always spoke about, and like we always talk about the whole Godzilla and Kong thing. We're doing it in front of a camera now. You never thought you could actually do the shit in front of the camera. I was really standoffish, and look at us. We're actually doing the shit. So it's like, legit, shouts out to you, bro, because it's like, without you, there's no Mad Pear. Without me, there's no Mad Pear. It's like, dog. We're doing things that are for us, but at the same time, if we positively impact somebody or make somebody laugh, bro, and like you never know what somebody's going through, maybe they need that laugh, then fuck it. We've done what we set out to do for at least that moment in time, bro.
I don't know. I just like I said, my biggest thing is I just want everybody to understand when they watch the show, because I know a lot of people arise the questions like, well, what is the show supposed to be about? It's all over the place, and I kind of feel like that's our goal really, is to be kind of all over the place, because it's like we could be on a topic, but we don't want to be on a topic the whole time. You know how boring that gets to hear the same thing?
Yeah.
Why not jump around and learn a couple things here and there, And
so I told my wife asked me what this show was about, right? So I told her it was an escape from reality and a conversation between two friends about things and questions we each ask each other every day.
Exactly. That is the perfect example of what I was trying to explain earlier. Is there's a lot of questions that we have to each other's friends. Like, there's something I can ask him right now, but dude, I don't know. And then we theorize about it. Some of you guys out there can get your second opinion from us. That's what I'm saying, is I feel like we are a voice for some people, mainly stupid guy talk. And we might even come across some questions that even girls ask, each other as friends, or they're a part of the conversation. But I just know a lot of stuff we talk about is pretty fucking stupid. So
like,
I understand that too.
No, like legit, like to all the people out there that like, because even us being as small as we are, we get like the 1 to 5 hateful comments, or like people just trying to hate for no other reason. And it's dope, because good press, bad press, it's all good viewership in our eyes. But it's like, no one can sit there and lie to themselves and say they don't have those random questions.
And here's my thing. Even if it's a hate comment or they want to shit on the show, if that is what's going to help you get through your day, just aiming your anger at something, then listen, go for it. Talk down on us, whatever you got to do, because our goal at the end of the day is to make you guys happy and feel better about yourself. If shitting on our show makes you feel better about yourself, like you feel more educated than us and you just feel like commenting is going to make you feel smarter, then go for it, man. As long as you get to go to bed with a smile on your face, that is the goal of this show. Escape reality, whether it's good or bad, do what you got to do, man. Everybody deserves to be a little happy in their life. And if being negative towards us makes you feel happy and it makes it to where you're not mean to the next guy, go for it. We're bulletproof. We don't mind. We're through a camera. You're on the other side of it. There's always, keyboard warriors. You're always going to have that. But at the end of the day, we're here to have a good time. We're here to answer unanswered questions between, random conversations that we have. And we just love to have a good time and spend our times with you guys through our cameras. We can feel the energy. We love it. We're trying to grow. We're getting there. We're getting a couple people to start watching us, and we appreciate all the fans that might watch this and get the, that already experienced, kind of like connecting with us through the comments and stuff. Don't worry. We see all of it. We try to respond to everybody. Not everybody gets a response, unfortunately. We even respond to the hate comments. We just like them. And we even ask questions because maybe you guys educate us a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe we get a little education out of it. No big deal. We love any kind of education. We love to make people feel good. See another fuck up you guys are going to get to see. And it's a good time. No matter what it is, it's always a good time. We love spending time here and spending time with you guys. Because without you guys, this wouldn't be a thing.
I mean,
we
genuinely.
appreciate every single one of you.
Genuinely. You look at any facet of entertainment, bro. WWE, NFL, NBA.
Randy Orton's return was legendary.
Dude, it's beefed. That's Kong in real life.
Continue what you were saying. Dude, how did he get so big?
His dad made a comment on it.
Steroids.
Nah, he was just like, because Randy was out for like almost a full year and a half. Apparently he was like good within like 3 or 4 months. After those 3 or 4 months when he was healed up, like Randy had been working like 5 hours every day, just straight working out. And that's what he did like every day. I was like, all right, bet.
He's beefed.
Oh, dude. Big as shit.
Dude, real quick, this is super, super off topic. I honestly think they're going to make Roman Reigns lose to Randy Orton at some point. And he's going to be the one to stop his little legacy thing.
I mean,
it would make kind of sense. His big comeback. I don't know. I just feel like he has like a thing for the bloodline.
There's nobody left to do it.
It's got to be Randy Orton.
There's gotta be somebody.
Make it. Here's my thing. Here's my theory. I don't watch wrestling, but I know Randy Orton's a legend killer. And they're calling him a legend. They're calling, Roman Reigns a big legend because he's got the belt for as long as he has. He's untouchable. What does Randy do best?
I mean,
he ends legacies.
You are not wrong. But right now, there's like 3.
Stephen Hawking.
R.I.P., bro. It's been at least 3 or 4 years now. But no, like there's like 3 or 4 angles right now. Like we all know CM Punk's probably gonna have something with Seth coming up soon, but there is always the potential that he could go do something with Roman. Even though Drew McIntyre just made a couple of shots at Punk.
I think he's gonna leave. I think Drew McIntyre's gonna retire, or not retire, but quit.
I don't know, because they're doing an angle right now between him and Sammy had a really good promo either this week or last week. But then there's still the whole Cody and his I have to finish the story because they're trying to get to that point. And I can appreciate that when he came back after his bicep tear injury, like he didn't immediately win at WrestleMania, and Roman had that whole a lot of stupid faces right now, like that was pretty funny to me.
Had a lot of surprise faces.
Oh yeah. Like that shit was really funny to me, and I can appreciate that, but like I feel like they're still going to go through with the whole Cody's got to finish the storyline thing, but the whole Randy Orton angle would be really cool too. The only problem is, and the reason why it seems more probable Randy would actually do it, is right now Shinsuke has a storyline with Cody, and I feel once Cody actually beats Shinsuke, then maybe we'll get somewhere with that. But at the same time, you also have the whole Royal Rumble angle. Whoever wins that goes for whatever title for their show. I do think it would be really cool though if cool just because like it would never happen. Roman shows up in the Royal Rumble, he pulls up, he wins, and then like he says, I'm not defending my titles at WrestleMania. I think that would be the most Roman Reigns thing, bro.
I want to tie this into what we're talking about with Godzilla here, right?
Bet.
All right, I want you to cast the monsters as WWE people. So who would be Godzilla, who would be Kong, who would be Mothra?
All right, hold on. Before we do that, let's do our own.
I was gonna say, are we allowed from the 80s till now, or are we talking
all time?
Okay, bet. If I had to choose all time, so like, are we doing just Godzilla and Kong?
Well, all of them, the Titans.
Okay,
as many as we can remember.
Okay, so let's stick to Godzilla, Kong, Ghidorah, who's kind of like the wild card almost,
and Scar King.
And Scar King. Yeah, those four. Okay, so if I had to pick Godzilla,
hold on, Baby Kong. That's automatically Hornswoggle. Automatically Hornswoggle. 100%.
Fair enough. That one's 100%
Hornswoggle. Take it
right there. If I had to, and we have access to like all time, I would say I would put Godzilla as Kane when he first appeared, because that man benching 400 pounds, the way he ripped that Hell in a Cell door off when he was first introduced, I would say Kane when he first came into the business, big old beefy boy. I would say Kane would be my Godzilla. I would say Brock Lesnar would definitely be King Kong. But Brock Lesnar, when he returned in 2013 and he was just causing people to bleed, doing all that crazy shit, I'd say Brock Lesnar would be my Kong. My Ghidorah, like the wild card that's like still powerful enough to challenge someone else,
Roman Reigns.
I would definitely say my Ghidorah would be Roman Reigns, honestly, yeah, because like you look at how destructive Roman Reigns has been since like 2015.
I'm gonna say for me, going Godzilla is gonna be Undertaker.
Yeah,
he's very settled about everything, but he just wipes everybody too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Undertaker as my Godzilla. Kong, I think it's a pretty good one that you picked. It's like Brock Lesnar, but I kind of want to be different. I'm trying to brew up who would be my Kong. I was gonna say something,
bro. Actually, you know what? I'll give you this one for Kong. Batista.
No, listen, I was actually about to say something. It wasn't meant to come out this way, but I was gonna say Bobby Lashley, but I don't want to do that because I feel like everybody's gonna look at me weird. No, that's why I'm not picking him. Just like, hold on, be careful. No, hold on, let me think, because there's a lot of good wrestlers I feel like Kong can represent. But Brock Lesnar's probably the best one because he's just a brute.
No, dude, Batista, when he came on the scene, he was known as the Animal.
Yeah, but I don't know if I like Batista. I like Batista, but I don't know if I like him as a representation because he was definitely nowhere near as much as a brute as Brock Lesnar is.
Brock, hands down, it's got to be Kong because
he's just built different.
Chaos.
Okay, so you got Hornswoggle with the mini Kong. I got Brock
who
with.
Would be my Scar King? Scar King.
Who would be your wrecking force to challenge both of them?
That's tough. Scar King.
Andre
the Giant?
I mean, yeah.
I'm trying to think of someone that's like a force to be reckoned with. That could take them on and actually win. I don't know, bro. I kind of feel like that would be Batista there.
I mean, yeah, just because like when he came on the scene, he was that guy that was the way that I.
And then my Ghidorah would be Kane.
I would say my Scar King. I realized I didn't give a Scar King. I would say honestly, bro, and this one's gonna be a little out there, right? Because I feel like we're thinking in terms of like just like who can like really, really challenge these people. I would say my Scar King, as much as this might be like a little, really, bro? I'll give it to Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins has proved himself over the years as he's a really good technician. He can keep up with the guys that are like your powerhouse brawler brute guys. I would give that to Seth Rollins. I feel like Seth is the perfect guy that would be Scar King.
Ooh, I'm thinking mid 2000s or early 2000s Triple H.
Yeah, the game, the cerebral assassin. Yep. Yeah, you know what? All right, Mr. Producer.
You know who would be my my Scar King? No, not my Scar King, but like I can't really say because he's more of like a freaky character. I was gonna say the Boogeyman.
I would say Boogeyman is like. It's like he's like Rodan. He came in and he was
just cool looking, and then he just dipped out.
All right, Mr. Producer.
What about Dude Love?
Nah, Cactus Jack.
The fuck is that?
That one of the four Mick Foley personalities.
Well, hold on. Kong could also be the Celtic warrior.
Sheamus, yeah.
Sheamus. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
But I mean, the Brock Lesnar reference, though, I don't think you can beat that.
Mr. Producer, give your
for sure.
Godzilla, Kong, Ghidorah, and Scar King.
Well, so I don't know who Ghidorah is because I don't follow Godzilla.
Ghidorah's a 3-headed dragon, like the main villain.
Oh, that's the shield.
That's King. That's a pretty fire line.
All right. Yo, man's just all right. Look, you had one, I had one. He got one.
You got perfect Ghidorah. I'm not gonna lie. The shield. That's a solid pick because it's a 3-headed thing. It's a solid pick. Oh, what about if you're gonna go for a team up, Godzilla and Kong are definitely Undertaker and Kane.
Oh, Brothers of Destruction for sure.
100%. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Who's Space Godzilla then?
Space Godzilla being as powerful.
Space Godzilla is the fucking ultimate warrior.
Is this him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the original.
That's
the real
original
one.
Space Godzilla.
So I see what you're saying though about the stuff on his arms and
He looks different. I'm telling you, bro. I think that's a different Godzilla.
Wait. Go back to that picture of Space Godzilla.
yeah.
Like original. Look at the crystals behind him in the city.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but the only thing that throws me off about the crystals we saw from the movies, they were different color. They're not pink. That's what's throwing me off. Again, literally shout out.
How do you know there's not like a space thing going on inside the Middle Earth?
I mean, it's possible. It is possible, but that's the thing is like we don't know.
Pull up that picture again of Godzilla and Kong running.
All right.
There's pink right there. Look in the back corner above Kong.
No, I'm
Look at those two
saying.
little huts.
I'm saying those are like the crystals in the.
That scared the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. Dude, I don't know about you. I know it's gonna be like the end of the world if I'm watching these motherfuckers scrap. Me personally, I'm gonna be the dirtbag to go over there with a thing and start chiseling the crystals so I can make some fucking money.
No, I mean, hell yeah, why not, bro? That's new technology
know.
for people to mess with, bro. That could be medicine, that could be technology, that could be like some way for us to connect with them. You're gonna
What
have
are you talking about? What are we
bro
going into?
to make money to sell them things.
I was talking about for jewelry, man. I'm just trying to make a quick buck.
Oh no, I was talking about like black market selling, like
Yeah,
rich
you're,
money.
You're talking about like medicines be mad, the power harnessed with it, the infinity stones.
Basically,
That's all that is. I wonder what. Do you imagine like, what would you do if he like puts crystals in his glove? I'm like, oh my god, this is Thanos in the making.
nah, like he snaps one of Space Godzilla's things off, puts it on. He snaps one of the green crystals, puts it on.
That's what I'm saying. Like basically the
Scar
Infinity
King's
Gauntlet.
eye, puts it in there.
What the fuck? Let me borrow this for a second.
He's just putting them
that's
together.
Where his name came from, Scar King.
Oh
His eye
shit!
out. Dude, that is hilarious.
Literally just proved it. Like it just hit me. Like I had a life moment. You were talking about like we're literally just average Joes. We jump conversation to conversation. We were on that serious
Dude,
topic.
we went from serious
WW fucking
to WWE
to back to Godzilla and Kong.
and then comparing Godzilla and Kong's like trifecta to WWE again.
Like, dude, that
I'm still stuck on the shield thing. That shield was perfect. Like that setup is perfect.
no, Mr. Producer ain't give us his Godzilla and his Kong
Scar.
or his Scar King.
Oh jeez. Okay, so
I said, oh my geekers.
Man, thought we forgot.
No, my Godzilla. I mean, when you said Undertaker though, that was like my pick. I would have picked Undertaker.
Fuck yeah.
Kong definitely Brock Lesnar, but
That was a really solid
Bobby
choice.
Lashley.
yeah. So if I could,
Yo, you gotta.
but Bobby Lashley is like nice.
Well, I was only saying. Oh, so was Kong. Kong's like the people's champ. I was saying because he's just huge, like he's built. Bobby Lashley's just like a brute, but Brock Lesnar's also a brute. You know.
I mean,
Yeah, man. If I had to choose somebody other than the Undertaker to be Godzilla, it's got to be somebody with some longevity in the company.
Yeah, like a threat.
that has been consistently a threat, and the Undertaker has been.
Well,
the
I mean,
only
Randy
person.
Orton.
well, I mean, there's always been Randy, and you know,
Oh, listen. All I'm gonna say is, if we're going off of personality, the only person that matches Kong's personality is Conor McGregor, because he doesn't give a fuck who you are. He fears no man. If you
Everybody
breathe,
gets
it's fair
hands.
game.
Or Stone Cold. Yeah.
I was
Dude.
gonna say, I was
Kong
gonna,
is the Rock.
I was gonna say, if we're going off of this, realistically, I think that should be flipped, because the moment you said Godzilla is the people's champ, I was like, you know what, that is kind of fair. We feared him at first, and then after the whole 2014 movie, we realized, okay, he's here for us. He's helping us humans. We love this guy. Everyone sees Kong. They're like, whoa, Godzilla, fuck him up. And then they're like, wait, okay, hold on. They're friends. Stone Cold is King Kong, because, like, they butted heads. They didn't like each other.
I'm saying, bro, I still feel like Conor McGregor's personality matches Kong's demeanor. Just like think about it when when Dustin Poirier beat Conor, He was sitting on the mat, broken leg. He was still talking shit. It's like Godzilla screwed his face. Your wife is in me DMs.
Bro.
Hey, baby.
Bro, do you remember how heartbroken you and I were that night at the bar in the Buffalo Wild Wings,
I don't want to talk about that. He's coming back. He's going to beat the shit out of Michael Chandler. I'm excited for it.
No, dude, I just remember how heartbroken we were. We were like, all right, yeah, cool. You hit me
the
up.
The fight was over and there's nothing you could do about a broken bone.
No, you can't, man. Because you and I were so hyped that whole night. We're watching the fights. We were doing whatever. And then we're like, all right, bro, our boy's on TV. Our boy's on TV. And then he gets on, rolled his ankle completely out the damn socket.
He didn't roll his ankle, dude. They came out and had a statement and said that Conor McGregor's training sports med people told him, call out of the fight. And he said no. He said, call out of the fight. Those kicks in the last fight you were in damaged your femur, and then you practiced way too hard. You had hairline fractures in your shin. Towards the base of your foot, if you roll it wrong, you're going to break your leg. They kicked his leg a couple times, and then he folded his leg back in the exact spot they told him not to.
Yeah, no. Dude, that was just such a, like, you and I were having a good time. We were just ordering shit. We were getting a couple of brewskis in. That's
ruined the night. I was ready to leave. I was like, dude, come on.
Bro, that was so sad.
Because I really hope they fight again because I think Dana White said that was a bullshit third fight. They have to do it.
Oh, again. Yeah. Like, you have to do a 4, but let's just consider it 3, actually.
Yo, look what I found.
Let's see this. Let's see what Mr. Producer found.
Yo,
I think I seen that. Somebody did that. I think someone made an edit of that. In the
so in the WWE games, what you can do now is you can upload a picture of yourself or another wrestler or whatever.
Upload a picture of Godzilla,
and the game will try its best to 3D recreate what picture you uploaded. So they just created Godzilla. Not to mention that they have Godzilla suits and stuff like in the game.
Oh, really?
Like back in the
older. I don't give a fuck.
If you guys
play that music, play some kind of music. Hurry up.
If you guys have ever
come on, man, you fucking me up here. Play some kind of music. That's not what I wanted, but that'll work.
If you guys have ever just really sat and looked at yourself and looked into like your movie camera, kind of like Ice Cube did at the beginning of Friday.
That's promiscuous girl.
Wherever you are, I'm all alone, and it's you that I want. Promiscuous boy. Bro, there you go. That was
what he said. What he just did right there was the lawyers collecting money for us for copyright. That's what that was.
Yeah, at that point. Although we could just be we could release an album and it's just us covering like old mid 2000s.
But no, remember he was telling us that even covers get in trouble from AI now.
Yeah.
Hells yeah,
dude.
Fergalicious is one of the best songs in the world.
Fergalicious definition.
Make them boys go loco. You don't know it? Come on, man. Don't make me sing by myself.
No, it's when I heard you cop in, I was like, oh, okay, he's got it.
Nah, I don't do it like that. I'll finish the song. Fergalicious that.
Fergalicious that. Bro, what was that movie? Oh my God.
Epic movie?
Was the Epic movie with Willy Wonka?
He's like, no, you're mine now. He hit his head with the hat, the beads, and the fucking thing. He started breakdancing.
Bro, and then he's like low-key killing everybody going through the shop.
Yeah, because he said that they're made out of real human parts. Dude, the funniest shit was when that dude was like, chocolate. And he's like, that's actually the sewer line. You see shit?
Nah,
just like the jelly bean game that I played.
You know what's actually
Instant
really...
callback.
You know what's actually... I feel like that's an untapped area of humor no longer because of just how like
it's that Epic movie parodies exactly what this podcast is.
I mean, pretty much.
You watch all these other podcasts like we were talking about earlier, and they're perfect, scripted, no mess ups. They edit out the funny parts or all the mess up parts and leave the funnies in. You know, it's all perfect. You like these perfect human beings. You watch our shit, it's like, dude, it's like a sploof of an actual podcast. Like,
bro, it's like what are these guys doing? That's crazy.
Like I've heard a lot of people like, oh, they don't talk about anything. That's perfectly fine because we don't. We don't talk about a damn thing.
Literally,
we talk about what we think is interesting.
Every guy out there, you're either talking about, hey, dog, do you leave shit stains in your underwear this week? No. Who talks about that? They're the dudes out there that do that. Hey, bro, you tried out that new hibachi spot? Nah, bro. You want to go this week? Sure.
Oh,
completely fucking random.
I'm exposing all the men right now. I'm exposing every single one of you.
Ladies, pay attention.
Listen. If you have a man and he says when he showers, he washes from his knee to his foot, he is lying to you. I do not think there's any guy in the world, unless you are like going out mudding or your job requires it, no man soaps from his kneecap down. I guarantee it. You know why? Because we assume when the soap runs down, it cleans enough.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. So like,
If they say they do, they're lying.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only reason why I do is no, like, I have really long leg hairs, and like, I
don't need you to show me.
It low key feels kind of good when I'm like massaging my leg
Okay, so you
hairs.
do it for massage.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you right now, most people don't. Well, girls probably do. I know most girls do because you guys shave your legs and everything in the show. Y'all guys do a whole like manicure and everything. But guys do not soap from the kneecap down. Anything from the kneecap down, they don't soap unless they went like mudding or they're like super disgusting that day. I'll give them that. They're about 80% of guys don't soap from the kneecap down.
you know, it's really weird. I was in Texas Roadhouse like 3 weeks ago, and there was a dude that was just talking about that. He's like legit sitting across, and he's like,
you want to hear the secret? It's not because we're nasty. It has nothing to do with that. If it wasn't for growing up thinking that if you bend over in the shower, it's a problem, even though there's nobody there and someone's going to magically appear behind you. Gay! Exactly. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. It's like a fear. It's a fear. Someone's going to appear behind you when you go to wash your legs. And I'm not going to sit down in the shower. That's just weird. I feel like a child.
well, I feel like sitting down in the shower activates a whole nother fear. That Final Destination, like, we all know that drains are just there for water, but like,
Okay, hold on. I'm going to stop you right there. Why are you sitting on top of the drain hole?
maybe you're trying to release something.
What if you have the drain where it's at the end and those folks coming out? So you got to arc your back. You're really throwing it back if you sit like that.
I mean, what if it's like right in the middle of the shower?
No, you got to specify that.
All right.
And first of all, why would it have any kind of pressure to suck down? The water just is gravity.
I was gonna say, you know,
Come on, Mark.
original It, where Pennywise came through the
sink?
No. When
he came out of the shower thing. Yeah, again. Gay.
All right, listen. My bad for thinking about. Never mind. Never. You know what? Fuck it. My bad for thinking that there was gonna be another dude behind me in the shower. All right. My bad.
I'm sorry, I didn't get my shins that night. Apologize for me.
Like, come on now, dude. I was just trying to get a rub-a-dub-dub.
Yay, God.
Listen, as long as you get the pits, the tits, and the hairy bits, you're good. You're good. Also, listen, exposing some of the women out there.
Yeah, go ahead. Men, pay attention.
Exposing some of the women.
Hello.
Dudes, if you at a girl's house and she's like, oh, let me go to the bathroom to freshen up. She ain't freshening up, dog. She's putting one foot on top of the counter. She's taking your hand wash for your sink, and she's using it to wash good old little thing down there.
Stop you right there. I talked about that last episode. I just wanted to stop you. Maybe you could like switch into another joke real quick to make it funnier.
I will go ahead and enroll myself into a self-help service and senior living care at the same time.
I was trying to be a good friend, man. There's no way to do it quietly on this thing. I'm sorry. The mics are in my face. They're going to record it. Everybody's going to see it. This is super embarrassing. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I will enroll myself in both a self-help service to not Hannah Baker myself and senior living. I guess this is the end of me.
You are wearing like an old person's outfit. I swear you're about to go to bed as soon as you get back in the car.
Dude, fall asleep at the wheel? Hell yeah.
I'll drive. You drove both of us, and I can't afford that. I got bills to pay.
No. It's okay. Real shit. Would you like to step into the realm of why this is here this week?
This?
Yes.
Not yet, but I am going to do this. So, we did find a winner. We picked somebody for the raffle for the AirPods. Let's go ahead and pull that up right now. I took a screenshot of the subscription so everybody thinks there's no bullshit. We really did pick somebody. Can you pull that up for us, please? Mr. Victor Martinez. Congratulations. You have won the AirPod Pros. I guess we'll do Pros. That's what everybody was asking for. I think everybody said Pros. We'll do the AirPod Pros. Do us a favor. Whenever you see this clip, go to our Instagram at the Mad Pear Podcast. It's actually at the beginning of the show, but as long as you put the Mad Pear Podcast and Instagram, you might have already followed us. I'm not sure, but if you do, DM us. We'll see it. We'll make sure to look for you because we know your name now. We'll look for you and we'll get back to you about getting your shipping address and everything. We'll get you those AirPod Pros, and we'll go from there. Now, for everybody that's wondering what this beautiful Xbox is doing here. All right. A brand new car. No, just kidding. So no need to fear that you didn't win the AirPods, because that's what this little bundle of joy is right here. We didn't have the AirPods on hand last time, and we feel like maybe some of you guys thought we were BSing. So this time, we actually got something to be tangible and touchable on the show so you can see it. We are going to be doing our next giveaway. Will be this Xbox Series S, and I believe it's actually a Fortnite and Rocket League thing. So if you get this, you're going to get some kind of Fortnite and Rocket League shit. I don't know what the fuck that is.
You get the Midnight Drive Pack, 1,000 Fortnite V-Bucks, and 1,000 Rocket League credits.
Okay, I'm actually going to take that out of there because I play Fortnite myself, so I'm sorry whoever wins. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if our next raffle is going to be, not raffle, but our next giveaway is going to be this here Xbox Series S. Thank you, everybody that participated and subscribed to our channel. Again, don't worry. We are going to be doing more giveaways. We're already doing one now, and you still have a chance to win, but you can win this Xbox. And we'll do more giveaways after this as time goes on. But the rules of engagement for this one is you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel, you have to comment on this clip, and you have to like our, I don't know, what do you think? What do you think should be the rules? I don't know, but should we add a like in there? I feel like that's a little much.
I feel like a like would be a little much, but let's go ahead and, again, subscribe. We will always find out if you're subscribed or not. Leave a comment on this video when the episode comes out, because I feel a lot of people got confused with the last one. They were leaving comments on the actual video itself rather than the clip. Leave a comment on the video and the clip. That way,
you know what? How about we'll do this? We'll make it easy. Just know we're gonna do another raffle for the Xbox. What we're gonna do is when this show is over, we're gonna stop. We're gonna make a whole clip explaining everything you guys need to know. But just a heads up, we are doing a giveaway for this Xbox. You could easily win it. Just know you have to at very at least subscribing to our YouTube channel is gonna be a must. Subscribing to the YouTube channel will be 100% you have to do in order to win. Think about it. I know it's not the Xbox Series X. I know it's not a PS5. But you know what? You ain't have to pay for it. When you get it, sell the thing. I don't really care. But here's the thing. You're getting it for free. Who doesn't want something for free? It's a giveaway. It's free. Give it to somebody for Christmas. Oh, it'll probably be after Christmas before you get it. But hey, it could be a late gift. You know, no one's judging you. I think you should have bought it before Christmas. But hey, you know, if you're that much of a cheapskate. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, we're going to make a separate video about this giveaway here. We appreciate you guys, all your support. And we'll get all those instructions over to you guys. We'll make a shorter, video so you guys can get it a little better. So that's what that's for. Congratulations again to Victor Martinez. Reach out to us. Hit us up on Instagram. We will get those AirPods over to you ASAP. Now, moving on to
good old something to think about.
Did you just hit yourself in the face with
I
that microphone?
knocked the fuck out of myself with this microphone.
All right. So I'm going to go first. I got something to think about. We're going to go ahead and click on old SpongeBob theories. You ready for this? In the movie for SpongeBob, it's going to blow you guys back. The SpongeBob movie. Yeah. The SpongeBob movie, when they go to that bar and they're trying to figure out who sings the Goofy Goober song. Correct? Now stay with me. Something to think about here. How come the dude that was trying to catch them was allowed to sing the song perfectly fine and nobody caught on to it? And he wasn't attacked, but he was singing the song. He was able to sing the song to them when they were lined up, but nobody said anything to him. So does that make him the real Goofy Goober?
Aligned with SpongeBob there, because that is something to think about. I got y'all. Mr. Producer, could you very quickly pull up a picture of SpongeBob?
Not that quickly. Hold on.
Because I got something for you, buddy. I got something for you. And I think you might like this.
If you're able to do that, can you pull up that clip of him singing the Goofy Goober song so people know what we're talking about? Is that possible?
Damn.
Son of a bitch.
Damn YouTube and their automatic things.
Either way, you guys all see the SpongeBob movie growing up. Don't act like you ain't never seen it.
Hold on. I'm a Goofy Goober. Look. All right. So, just imagine.
Okay.
You see how his teeth are, almost perfect, but one tooth is just a little longer because of his smile?
No.
Now, imagine you were able
They
to...
look completely parallel to me.
Look, I'm saying, you see how one like the way his smile's
Okay,
like.
just explain exactly what you're trying to say.
Look, flip SpongeBob upside down. His 2 teeth eventually become the 2 towers. SpongeBob is 9 letters. SquarePants is 11 letters. SpongeBob did 9/11, dog.
He did 9/11.
SpongeBob did 9/11.
Is that your something to think about?
No, not actually.
Okay.
Although it was a little crazy.
Seriously, my something to think about is how come the Goofy Goober guy can sing the song and not be attacked, but the other 2 guys sing it and it's a problem. I think that's a little sketchy. I think there's a little bit of funky business going on there. I think that one dude is an actual Goofy Goober and didn't want to admit it, so he played it off like he was a tough guy trying to catch everybody else.
It's because the Goofy Goober song is the N-word, and that guy can say it because he's one.
Yeah, that's gotta.
Bro, he solved it.
He solved it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Producer back there fucking up my show.
My something to think about isn't exactly like a whole, think about this. It's more of like a statement to actually sit and think about. If, for a lot of people, getting up is hard. Going through your day is hard. If you got up today and you genuinely just got through the day, that's just it. Nah,
I'm
bro.
just kidding. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to fuck with you a little bit.
If you got through the day today, that is your win. And that is something to think about, because there are the people that unfortunately they make the ultimate decision to have a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So if you made it through the day today, please genuinely think about that.
If there's a battle you're going through right now that nobody gets to hear about, I'm glad you're winning. And I hope you're winning because you made it through another day. And if, you feel like you're losing that battle, just keep your head up. Don't let that battle defeat you. You're stronger than that battle ever will be. And like he just said, a lot of people find a permanent solution to temporary problems. It's not worth it. There's a lot more things to do in in life. Just let things go the way they're gonna go. Ride it out. You'll win in the end. You just gotta figure things out. But it'll work out. Time is the essence and is the ultimate medicine. It'll heal anything. You just got to work. You got to work it out.
That is the ultimate something to think about. Like if you made it through today, then there is hope for you at the end of the tunnel. That is your something to think about. It's thinking about yourself.
I agree.
Shouts out to Life Lessons with Big Tusk.
That's a little late there, but that was like 6 hours ago. No, I'm just kidding. All right, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode. I know we rambled on a lot about Godzilla and Kong, but we just, as you can see, we're 2 very big fans of that. And somehow we ended up in WWE and Kong and Godzilla being compared to wrestlers, and apparently I took it to one direction and now I'm a bad guy. But anyways,
you're a Goofy Goober.
Yeah, I'm a Goofy Goober. Apparently, I guess I'm not allowed to say Goofy Goober apparently. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been a fun episode. Don't forget, we will be posting another video about this here Xbox. And to end off the show, what are we?
We are the Mad Pear Podcast.
Finger guns.